Scorpio, welcome to your reading with me, Melissa Joy. We're taking a look at expecting the unexpected. That is what opened up this week's readings of the zodiacs, and it has a lot to do with some glittery, some gold, some mending, which is more than just healing. It is the physicality of life truly coming back into something that feels like it's true to who you are. That's beautiful. And we have some magic going on over here, and then we have this beautiful, it's kind of a juxtaposition, but it's more an interaction and an interplay with the dynamic energies that had seemed to overrule you and overrun you for a really long time. Now, when I was cleaning up this deck I have over here, this card literally shot itself out and it said, "Do Scorpio right now." And I'm like, okay, we will jump right on in that. And it is the Ace of Cups. And it's talking about a little love muffin. All right, Scorpio, so let's get on in here. Now, for one, what's wild is it's a cup, it's a vessel. Ooh, you're talking about multiverse stuff here. Many dimensions. That's when everything starts to come together. Imagine going to a restaurant and hearing that it was really great. And you're like, okay, you save up your dollars, or you get, booked with certain friends to go try it out. And you're all excited about it because you've heard such great things. And you get there and it looks gorgeous, and maybe the service is terrible, right? And your food comes out and it's not cooked properly, and it's more than just your preference. It has to do with like safety, and then everybody else's is going on all right. And you're like, what is going on here? So that's how life is felt in certain ways for you. Like it's hitting certain notes, but something else is missing, and not wanting to feel like you're being ungrateful about it or unappreciative. It's been like this, I'd say a tailspin, but not like this, but more like this. Hurdy-gurdy, whirly-birdie, something like that. Ooh, and you want it all. Now, I love that because that is accurate. That is true. Anything else is us selling ourselves a lie. When we say, when we settle, that's good enough. What has to do with enough, right? It should be plenty. It should always be like, because then you realize that you're standing in the truth of your power, because you're standing in the truth of who you are. As far as it is up to you, you're going to be in your truth. So that's what you're talking about here, because this lotus or water lily, they come from the depths, but this shaft, this cup is you standing in the world. And so it's rising up in here to where the sun, the star, and the moon come together. And that has to do with like Ophiuchus energy. Now, these are little lessons, whether you choose to learn them or not, your soul understands what I'm saying. So just trust that. Now, when the sun, moon, and star come together, that's when we break out of karma period, of this balancing game, of this earning game, of this learning game, and we begin to truly live. How many times in school do you go and go, well, okay, this is great, I'm learning it, I'm earning grades. Maybe one day that will give me the ability to go out to do what I love, and then begin to experience the rewards of that. Not just the money, but the living it, right? The connecting with it, the opportunities, the people, the places, the whole, well, I'd say the dynamic universe, but it's bigger than that, because this is the universe and this is the multiverse, everything going on around it. And I love that you're leaning into that, Scorpio. It's super exciting. And this seems to be your new nest where your mind is going to rest and you're getting prepared for the fruit. And in this case, it's the beings that are going to come forward from this. I love it. Because in doing that, that is more than just amming, because in the am, it's the truth of who you are. And when we get into being, it's the consciousness that goes along with that. It's like the difference between love and joy. Love is universal. It's how it comes in, but joy is preferential, meaning what makes you feel happy is whatever love is to you, right? Because what love is to you is different than what it is to someone else. And you're wanting to get into that. Very much some earthy energy, and very much now. You're talking about Taurian energy, citrine and the rutilated quartz, clearing the old Taurian energy. The old damned if I do, damned if I don't, the going down with the ship, the burning bridges, the having to close yourself off and move on, to cut your losses. Whoop, I don't know what that is, to cut your losses and whatever else. You're like, I'm tired of that old thing. I'm ready to get into my inheritance. I'm ready to get into the fullness of my experience. And I can tell you, friend, that focus, that connection and commitment to yourself is what is already opening this up to you. It will begin to appear before your eyes, and you're going to hear it, see it, touch it, taste it, feel it, smell it. You're going to experience your world all around you, not just inside of you any longer. I'm excited for you, friend. And you're saying, tell us more, please. Oh, what's all that? What in the world? King of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Bringing the heavens down. So you're talking about watering the garden, watering the love, causing your gardens to flourish in the Two of Spheres. So that's making me think of like reproductive health for some, and it could mean your physical reproductive system, but also about how things grow, that as something like it's called cell division, but in the cell dividing, it actually multiplies the cells. All right, so that is the dynamic, the lemniscate coming on in here. So it's no longer playing off of yourself or sacrificing yourself. It's saying like this, it's playing with yourself, okay? You interpret what that is, but you're talking, engaging with yourself, giving yourself permission to be happy. Okay, friend? I like that. Ooh, yes. Because look at that. That's what you're saying here. That is the antithesis of this. Because look at this whole world waiting for you. And you're like wanting to block it off because you've been waiting here while things have just dissipated and totally dried up. Maybe you're waiting on someone or something, seeing how that's going to work out. But you're letting me know here that that is kind of the thing that has hemmed you in and bound you up. It's serving no one, not even the situation. And here you're having to stand with all those swords and keep those accounts. And it's holding you down and tying you in when you have this whole beautiful, secure area behind you that is yours. You can come to this place anytime. You do not have to hold yourself there. They know where to find you. They know where to find you. You know how? Because you know where to find you. And this is not where you find you. This is the antithesis of who you are. Okay, this is life shut down. This is life in grief. This is life in suffering or sorrow or abject poverty or things like that. And interesting, you're laying it right on top of your magical map shifter, and you totally obscured your head. So it only leaves the crumbs. It's like going to a potluck and just showing up so late that you only get the scrapings around the edge of the dish, and you're like, I'm not about that anymore. And that's why you're wanting to see, truthfully, clearly, what has been going on, what you've been doing, okay? This is different. This is a bit of a veil, meaning it's the unknown. It's what you're dreaming up and inspiring to, you said, to be. So to get in sync with yourself and looking inside to find it within you, okay? And then that begins to do away with this old gnarly energy there. These old mindsets, these old things that have been blocking your fortune, friend. Okay? Your fortune is your finances and your money. It also has to do with anything that could be flourishing in your life. It also has to do with the way you feel about yourself. Okay? You've had a lot of what you could call depression, but it's actually oppression. All right, that's that weightiness, this weighting, this weighted down, this holding out, this holding on. And they're saying, no, no more. Look, you already have everything right here you could desire and dream of. They can come and find you. It'll be okay. It'll be okay, friend. Now you want to step into the stars right here because look at this. It just keeps showing itself in the same manner. And the Knight of Wands like, shazam, we ain't going to have that anymore. Look at us. Full step, moving forward, going in the same direction with life itself. No more hard. No more hard. We're going to go with the ease. And ease has flow, friend, okay? That's what I hear you talking about here. 8 of Cups. It's just still these 8s, but it's these 8s that are bogged down because it's like not getting it because you don't want to get it. It's either that you don't feel that you deserve this or you're scared because of the way things have played out before. But you know what? We can all learn as we grow. All right? Give yourself a little grace. Forgive yourself some. Let go of those things. Let go of the way it's turned out and begin to wake up each day with a fresh new mind. Leave the past behind. Okay? Now, all right. Your Knight of Wands is calling in for a little assistance here. It's saying, we need your permission. We need your permission to move forward and to bless you, to move on past this old world, this old fug mug, and to begin to return home into this delightful castle. And that is your authority, your power, your permission, where you are the creator of your life. There's no mother, no father, no life situation, no way you came from that could block you in any way, shape, or form, or separate you from who you are. You're not just this who. You're all of this. Because the thing is like our cosmic agates, everywhere that our arms and legs could touch, it is our mind. That is our head space all around us. And that is where we create. And you said that you have the power and the authority here. So they're wanting you to take hold of that in the knowing, in the trusting, in the assurance of oneself. Okay, so you could step forward right away, be bold. You could also start slowly with little things of granting your permission, like, you know, what kind of car you want to drive, or what you're going to wear today, or things like that, and begin to go, what would I like to have? And recognize when you're waiting for the answer or the unction, the feeling in your body of what's going to make you be like, yeah, yummy, yes, that is that spark. That is that dynamism that really begins to kick this old, you know, rejection out of here, okay? And you will step into your connection. I absolutely love it. Ace of Swords and the Fool. They're talking about put your crown up on your head. So this is like when people say they buy some china and they just stick it in a cabinet, waiting for one day to use it, connect with it, utilize it. All right. They said begin to appreciate yourself now. Invest in yourself now, a little bit at a time. So they're talking about kind of like a parlay, like what's going on here is there's a little bit out and a little in, a little out and a little in. Like as you have output and expenditure, it sows those seeds of joy that light you up, and it builds this new energy inside of you, and it starts the momentum moving forward into life being lived. The simple can be profound, y'all. I hope this has helped you. If you're still here, you might like, share, and subscribe. They are free as always, and it helps us rise to the top. Also, remember, we're the whole zodiac, so you could check out any of the readings, and they're all timeless. Your spirit, your soul, your guide will speak to you about what has meaning for you in your life. Also, leave comments or compliments down below. I'd love to know who has stopped by here. Scorpio, as always, I appreciate you. I love you. Talk soon. Bye.